Don't be scared. Let the process of life unfold without trying to understand, without trying to control, without trying to get a grasp on it. Let it unfold. When you have a bad dream, life isn't about the bad dream. Life is about waking up. It's not a game. It's not a simulation. It's not easy. It's not a tomato or a tomato. Everything. Beyond anything you can think of. Beyond anything you can comprehend. The darkest, deepest, most baddest of bad things. The lightest, most wonderful, most pure, most fantastic of all things. Beyond self, beyond ego. Beyond angel talk, beyond devil talk. Don't try to understand. Don't try to control. Don't try to figure out. Don't try to win. Don't fixate on losing. Don't try to win. Don't try to be in control. Don't try to understand everything. Yom Shimangaze Wakamea Namijobia. Yom Sabozabo Kujovideva Nama Womara. Yom Sabadu Wojabokazeva Jaiman Omana. And I'm talking gibberish like this because that's what people relate to. People relate to gibberish. Our identity is gibberish. The lives that we imagine we live are gibberish. Everything is just gibberish. So if I talk gibberish, then you won't misunderstand me. Yum dum dum jim bim 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 bum 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 bim 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 bim. Yum shabong bim bong bujui ukabe jaya na ya so. Yum kom bam bujua ya. Yum shom bong zui ya jua. Yum kom bong zui is wise wise. Yum bong zui is wise 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 wise. Yum bong zui jua yum is mom bong be 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 bim 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 bong be mom bong was be bong 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 ba. Yom bong base bom 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 bong base bom bong base ba. Yom baja baja do I ashwa always base ba. Yom do I ba ba. Hello, sir. Can I say namaste or assalamu alaikum? Which one is okay?
Anything is okay.
Oh, namaste. Namaste.
You came for sauna?
No, I stay here. I
Oh,
live
you stay
this
here.
place and I just go to do my laundry.
Okay.
Yeah. I stay here for the meditation center.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. This is a meditation center.
No, it's over there.
Over
It's it has the this also is the meditation center, but
Oh,
it has the women who are the the nuns.
Oh, nice.
You know the nuns, the female monks on the Zoom meeting. They
Zoom
pra-
meeting.
Yeah, they practice and follow on the
Oh.
Zoom meeting because they are from Myanmar.
Myanmar.
Yeah, they're Burmese women, Burmese nun.
Burmese good meditation.
Yeah. Learning from the teacher is going, and then there is a head nun. Teacher is going, and then there is a head nun. There's a head female monk. There's a head female monk in another area of Malaysia. So.
So you also join in lah.
I don't join for that. I do my own teaching. I do my own practicing.
Oh.
Because I follow the teacher of the group for many years.
Oh.
I also was a Buddhist monk for 7 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In Penang or in?
No, all over.
Oh.
But this meditation master, he has the centers all over the world.
Oh, all over the world.
Yeah, many centers all over the world. And maybe here in Malaysia, maybe 5 or 6.
Yeah. How long you'll do a meditation per
Now
day?
more, per day. Well, where I'm at now, it's the life is the meditation. But I will be doing the teaching or sharing online maybe for 8 hours a day or more.
8 hours.
Yes, because that's just like that's my best way to get the chance to practice and to remember and to be reminded to focus on the sadhana and the mindfulness and detachment. So I just make use of the opportunity. I go, the graveyard here. I go to the graveyard to do meditation and teaching and chanting and many things like that.
Oh. And you do meditation on the graveyard, do you find any disturbance?
Mostly the disturbance is from the people who watch online because they say funny things or they say crazy things. So
you don't find anything?
In the graveyard, I don't find any problem.
Good.
But the people online, they have many problems and they have to share. They have to get it out some way, so they share with me. And I just try to help them.
So each time when you sit for the meditation, for your own meditation, how long it will take?
I don't really, that's not the kind of practice because meditation is just like a sadhana. Actually, meditation is more clearly sadhana. So there are many ways to practice sadhana. And the idea about one way is the best is not correct. You can do a bhakti, you can do chanting, you can do...
There are many ways.
Yeah.
But did you find any lights on the forehead?
Oh, a little bit of light every now and again, but to get the pure light, to get the real light inside, take a long time and take a lot of patience to get that, from what I hear. And even that, not permanent, it's temporary kind of experience. And this graveyard abandoned. Maybe not this one, but back there, the other one is, no one ever come there and no one take care of that place.
Are you married?
No.
Oh, okay. Then you can do meditation.
Yeah, the spiritual teachers, they always make jokes about the married people have very difficult life.
Yes.
Manage one person is tough. Manage two. but I get a lot of help. I make a lot of blessing and good luck when I'm practicing to be the monk for 7 years. So now I have a store. I have a store of luck inside of myself, good blessings, and life seems to go well enough.
You're from which country?
Well, I'm originally from America,
America. Oh.
but now I stay more. I don't have much time to spend time with the Western people. I also don't understand them so much. I understand more Asian people or, you know, Vietnamese people and Myanmar people. More comfortable.
So how long you in Penang?
Now is maybe almost 1 month or less than 1 month, a few weeks, couple weeks.
Before this, where are you?
In Vietnam.
Oh, Vietnam.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I probably prefer Vietnam, but here in Malaysia they have the internet connection is really powerful here.
Oh.
So like if I'm in the graveyard, I have very strong connection to do my online teaching.
Oh.
No problem. But it's been very fruitful, my time here in Malaysia so far.
When you go to the graveyard, when you do the medicine there, will you be alone or with other?
Well, many people watching online, 100 or 200 sometime. They come in and out. It's just like a public place online. So people flowing in and out, people flowing in and out. I also do comedy and do the spiritual entertainment. Because for the Hindu people, the Indian people, they have tradition of spirituality. But for Western people, they don't have any tradition. They only know about entertainment. Their religion is entertainment and money. So I try to get them involved. They need wrath. They have to have a lot of wrath to see for themselves the nature of their mind. So I do my best to be a wrathful, compassionate bodhisattva or being, entity, meditative entity.
In 60 meters, turn right, then in 40 meters. Have you been to India before?
I've been to India. Yeah, I'm quite familiar with India. It's a tough place. It's not. You don't want to go there and mess around. And I've gone there and messed around, and I've felt the power of the gods and the deities and the spirituality of the people there. So it's a very strong-minded people, and you don't want to mess around with them. The deeper you go, the deeper it goes. So I was there for the Mahakumbhala.
Kumbhala, you went there?
Yes, I was there for the Mahakumbhala. I bathed in Mother Ganga in the Mahakumbhala. So.
Damn lucky.
Yeah.
Very difficult to go there.
Oh, it was the most difficult experience of my life. The most intense experience of my life was at the Mahakumbhala festival. It's a little bit further up here, yeah. Yeah, this is it, the yellow room. Okay, my friend, it's so nice to meet you. What is your name?
Balan.
Balan. Okay, take care, Balan.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm the laundry man. I am the laundry man. I'm the laundry man, 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 I'm the laundry man. I'm the laundry man, I'm the laundry man, I'm the laundry. I had a dream. I had a really intense and deep and interesting dream. When I turned off the live stream, I went down and I laid down and I went to sleep. And I had a deep and intense dream. You want me to tell you about it? Yum jum bund bund veo as mamang goes by boyo comadam yo zamjam yo yum jum bungs beju my bum bum dejo as wag was beju bumbo as ma yum jum bungs beju bum jo yum bazam begos beju yum bang jo my mang goes bon mang beju beju be wang mam ne mo yama yum bang goes beju wang go bum bas beju go beju was beju yum bong jum bungs beju as wang badom bado yo Well, I've had a lot of dreams in the past where I was just running. I was scared. It was like there was something that I was running from inside of myself and that I was trapped. This time also there, but I realized that it was a game. So it was like I was running and fighting in the experience of my dream world to get to some kind of level up, to get to some kind of next destination. But I realized that it was a dream. Or no, I didn't realize it was a dream, but I knew it, somehow I knew it was a game. And so I was in the way of giving, to keep trying and to not be lost in my fear. think that's a good idea. I think you want to untwist your clothes before you put them in the laundry. No. Don't take drugs. No ketamine either. You very well might just feel anything. But I'd say you should feel, or you can feel, the inside of your body. So meditating and feeling, becoming aware of the inside of your body. Becoming aware of your inner limp biscuit, or your inner awareness. I'm exactly the place that I need to be at this moment. Nowhere else. There's no spiritual feeling. There's no way to describe it. It's your awareness and your attention. It's truly actually looking inward. And so then you experience that, you feel that directly. But it's not a particular thing. It's not concrete in that way. It's more like you feel that looking is taking place. You feel that that curiosity, that openness to experiencing is taking place. We're in the hood, hey? This is the hood. This is the hood of mindfulness and detachment. Keep trying. I'm not here to tell you what to do. There's 1,000 different kinds of meditation, 1,000,000,000 different kinds of meditation, 1,000,000,000,000 different kinds of meditation. Try this first, being aware of what's happening right now. So there is a lot happening right now. You're seeing, you're hearing, you're smelling, you're breathing, you're experiencing, right? If you really want to do it, you should listen to a Dharma talk from a meditation master. I like that, Teddy. Did they run out of funny sauce at the hot dog stand, everybody? Come on, you can do better than that. I think being open-minded and open-hearted and not just controlled by our tendencies or our desires is really important. It's okay, I don't need the bag. Okay, thank you. Whatever you do, don't try to tell me what to do. Whatever you do, don't try to control my life. This is a chance, this is a time to open the heart. To be mindful and not to be attached, not to be lost in complicated thinking. How oftentimes are we lost in our suffering, or we're lost in our complicated thinking, or we're lost in our anger, or we're lost in our greed, or we're lost in our delusion. We're lost in our suffering after all. Again and again and again, we get lost in our suffering. So how about we bring that to an end? Stop getting lost and start getting found. Well, it's not surprisingly going to be Zen because I was a Buddhist monk for 7 years. So if you're not enlightened, if you don't have access to the enlightenment, you have to ask yourself what you really want. You have to ask yourself what you're really doing in this world. Are you just going to keep going around, running around in circles, focusing on things that don't really mean it for you? Read this. Simple answer. Was he a monk for 7 years? If not, then that's not me. Why you want to know what I'm drinking? Because I stopped being a monk. I stopped being a monk and I started being a YouTuber. I stopped being a monk and I started being a YouTuber. They're playing basketball on the roof. James, what are you experiencing? What are you feeling right now? It was just the expiration date had been reached. I was ready to take off the hat of a monk. I didn't want to wear that hat anymore for whatever reason. I can go and become a monk again, but it's just not my idea to do that right now. I did that interview with Matan to be like a positive influence on people. That it was a joke. I mean, Matan wasn't joking about not liking that kid. But it's a play, you know, it's a play, it's playfulness. Yeah, there's a lot of traditional baggage that goes along with it, and you know, that identity that doesn't necessarily fully make sense to a Western mind. Okay, James, well, you're welcome here. We've got over 1,000 videos for you to choose from and to start to take your steps towards spirituality. I'm a spiritual badass. You want to talk about hardcore spirituality? You're talking about a guy like me. All right? You pick any name out of a hat, any spiritual person name out of a hat. I bet you. I bet you I'll wipe the floor with them. Yeah, Osho. Osho Smosho. That's what I say to Osho. Osho Smosho. Well, welcome. Open. Relax. Open. I'm not joking about that. Nonchalant Kai, we get a lot of people coming in here that are BSing, that are fronting and bluffing, and we try to reduce that. If you do want to come in and you want to share about something, then you know the least you could do is subscribe. We also encourage people to donate and support here in different ways, to really make this a practice. You know, for me, this is really a practice. For me, this is how I push my mind to deeper and deeper places, to continue unpacking my ego and my self-fixation and my self-affliction, my suffering. I know you have. Hey, you're a good boy. You're my big guy. You're my big guy. Hey you are, hey ne you are. Is that your song? Hey you are, hey ne you are. Hey wa ya na ya mana ya na you. Hey wa na ma ya na hey ya. Hey wa na ma ya yo hey ya. Hey wa na ma ya hey ya. Hey ma ya we. Kanye, just go and look. Go and look at my YouTube channel. It's undeniable proof. I don't care about being politically correct. I care about being free. And I'm not gonna look for some random person or some random group of people or some country or some judge or some whoever to decide if I deserve to be free or not. I'm going to give myself my own freedom. I'm going to get high on my own supply. Okay? So, period. I'm already canceled. I'm already canceled. I'm just waiting for the hand of fate to come down and say, you are totally canceled. Don't even try it. I'm waiting for that. Because then I can have more peace. I can be with myself. I can let go of this whole fixation on trying to work with others and build community and reach people. My life will be better off when I can let go of that. Tip of the glasses to you, matey. I hope you're having a wonderful cup of tea today. Great. You're ready. Good. Wagwan, brother. Get out of here nonchalant before I... Okay, I love you, nonchalant. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here, brother. Big ups to the black man in America. Big ups to the black brothers on the stoop. Big ups to the black brothers in the street. Those are my people. Those are my kind of people. A brother from another mother. Look, they're playing basketball over here on the roof. How's that for a shot? Yo, mama. They're really playing. Well, I appreciate you, brother. Stay safe out there. Remember what Lil Yachty said. Lil Yachty said, stay out about these streets if you can't take the heat. It gets cold in Minnesota. And it sure does. I used to have two 12-inch subwoofers. I used to have two 12-inch subwoofers in my 2017 Camry with tinted windows, and I would bump that song. It gets cold up in the streets if you can't take the heat, from Lil Yachty. I'm not afraid to take a stand. Everybody, come take my hand, get through this storm together, through the storm. Don't be weird, Teddy. There's, when are people going to learn? There's enough suffering in the world. There's enough negativity in the world. The last thing we want to do is be busybodies of causing more suffering and more conflict just because we're addicted to drama. You see what I'm saying? It's not a good idea. It's not a good way to go about things. It's almost like, let's get some W's in the chat if you're ready to get some Pokemon pools. Because it says that there's a trading card shop right here. It's probably not open, but maybe it is. Maybe we're going to go into the trading card shop and get some Pokemon packs and see if we can get some big winners.
fully complete next year. Fully complete. Fully complete. Thì chậm sẽ fully complete. Đeo chậm độ nó.
Well, it's Pokemon, man. Come on. Yes. Good shot, young man. Come on. Ooh, these kids can play. A lot of good coaches, a lot of good teachers running around here in Malaysia. Bavaria. Wow. Yeah, I've thought about there's a teacher out there in Germany I'd like to spend some time with, named Hyun Gyak Sunim. But to go there and visit, you got to put on a big application. And why doesn't he just put his WhatsApp number and say, hey, if you want to come here, send me a message, let me know what the deal is. I know why, because rent's expensive, but I don't really think like that. I don't really move like that, filling out applications and stuff. I used to go to the Carolinas for vacation with my mom. We'd go to Myrtle Beach, me and my sister and my mom. And I'd play a joke on my sister, and my mom would too, where we'd wake her up and we'd say, we're here. But we were driving a long way and we weren't really there. He's in Germany. Definitely go check it out if you can. I'm trying to think of the most ridiculous way that I can wear this hat. But all these styles have kind of been... This card shop is only open Saturday and Sunday. Praise Jesus. Praise the Lord. People say, hey, you can't wear your hat like that if you were a Buddhist monk for 7 years. And I say, who says that? It's scary to be vulnerable. And we don't like that, and we don't want that. We don't want to feel vulnerable. But we are vulnerable. So if we don't do things that put us in touch with our vulnerability, we miss out on the most important part of being human, which is that you are vulnerable, and yet you can be free. You can be at peace. How? Because you know how to let go. You know how to detach. You know how to forgive. You know how to abandon. You know how to detach. You know how to forgive. You know how to let go. So don't let the world of complicated thinking dominate your life. Don't let the dream make you afraid. Wake up. Wake up and be unafraid. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. It's like a song for a king, from a peasant. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. It sounds like a song that was written to legitimize and deify the system of there being kings, controllers, people who own everything. You can't just go around and say, I'm the king. You have to say, well, wait a minute, I'm the king, but that's the real king. So there's a true principle, or there's a true fact of like there being a king. And I'm just a secondary king to God, to the Lord. Yeah, I was a Boy Scout. I went to a private Christian school in Baltimore when I was young. And I was a Boy Scout. And I had to get the badges, but I wasn't good at memorizing. So I had to like try to memorize that, and I had to like memorize Bible verses and things like that. And I had to try and memorize like the Pledge of Allegiance. I didn't get many badges. Someone was asking, so what do you do when you have that? It's not always something like you do something bad or you do something wrong, and now you're like stuck in fear, or you're stuck in worry, or you're stuck in this trap of your own mind. Sometimes things happen to you that make you like that make you in that situation, in that experience. So how do we break out from that? We break out from the idea of believing in that sense of fear, or believing in that thought, or believing in that narrative and that experience. And sometimes that means we have to know how to run away. We have to know how to walk away. We have to know how to be beyond our thoughts about things, even though those thoughts are happening, even though fear is there, to be beyond it. And when you can be beyond it, widen out the mind and open out the mind, then you can see that fear or see that thought without attachment, and you can keep going, you can keep giving, you can keep releasing and relaxing the body and mind. You see what I'm saying? So don't let your thoughts define you. And this is a dangerous message. This is not a message that's supported by many governments in the world and many people who might want to manipulate you and influence you and control you. They say, those thoughts are real, your fear is real, your idea about this and that is real. It's as real as Israel. So where is Israel in the here and now? Oh, it's over there, is it? Is it over there? You just have to let it go. That's it. It's not just you might say something, but you might look some way. You might seem some way. So real friends are based on mutual practice of doing good deeds with mindfulness and detachment. Our willingness to give, our willingness to be generous, our willingness to forgive. If your friendship isn't built on a willingness to forgive, good luck. The Buddha says in the Rhinoceros Sutra, you have to know how to walk alone. You have to know how to be alone like a rhinoceros. Because many people, most people of the world are foolish. And if you're spending your time around foolish people, you're going to get lost in those people's foolishness. And you're going to be foolish too. Or you're going to be using all this energy trying to manage and deal with people's foolishness. So know how to walk and be like a rhinoceros horn. Alone, through the jungles, through the forest of this life, this reality, as it is, here and now. Be with it and experience as it is. Experience it as it is instead of trying to make it another way or get some other experience. We don't know what's going to happen. If our loved ones are going to be there today or tomorrow. So, we build up these relationships on expectations. Well, expectations are meant to be unfulfilled. So, as much as you know how to be there and help and try to figure it out and try to support it, you also have to be in the modality of knowing how to let go. To forgive the very existence of that relationship, moment by moment, breath by breath. And when you get into that kind of situation, Donnie, don't ruminate, don't try to figure out, don't try to do the math. Don't try to be an accountant for the world. Try to be an accountant for how much you dare to practice being mindful and not attaching. Within and without. Beyond within, beyond without. neither inside nor outside. Hello. Yeah, we understand that we believe things, but that we don't have to believe things. That our way of opening and being mindful is free from belief. Our way of opening and relaxing and releasing the whole body and mind is free from the restriction of believing. X, you're not trying to make fun of me, are you? Oh, this isn't about believing anything. So the only thing that I believe is that this isn't about believing anything. So let's work on that belief first. But a lot of our beliefs are subconscious or unconscious. So you have to learn how to stop looking into things so much and just being aware of the way that they are here and now, because that's where your real power is. Yomba jambana, yomba jambana. Yom jabanama, yom jabanama, yom jabanama. Yeah, you know what else is a contradiction? Nuclear fission, nuclear fusion. So let the explosion take place. Let the particles bounce back and forth until they reach the fission point. Let the nuclear bomb of mindfulness and detachment blow up in your face. All right, step 2 for the laundry. Step 2 for the laundry. Yeah, we say a lot of things and we believe in them, or we think a lot of things and we believe in those things that we think about. No big deal. Let it be. I like the mantra, you had thought that, I had thought that. Well, we're so stuck in each other, or controlling each other, or influencing each other, or manipulating each other, etc. So that's a dead-end street. That's a dead-end road. Let it go. Let it be. Leave it at, you had thought that. Leave it at, I had thought that. Leave it be. And don't be scared. Practice to cultivate fearlessness. Monk life is about mindfulness and detachment and doing many good deeds. Monk life is about learning and knowing how to be beyond yourself, beyond your ego, beyond your identity. Monk life is about knowing how to abandon and how to renounce your life. To give up your job, to give up the place where you live, to give up everything. To give up your car, to give up your identity. What are you asking all these questions about, Maura? What are you doing here? What are you trying to get out of this? A monk's life is full of failure. The more failure you have, the better. It's just that a lot of people are failing all the time, but they're not aware enough, they're not mindful enough, they're not present enough to see failure taking place. No mud, no lotus, and we really have to, the deeper that you can digest, the deeper that you can accept, no mud, no lotus, the more your blooming of enlightenment can take place. You know how dark the world can be, don't you? We hear about it on the news, we have it, something happen to us, we experience it in our own lives. Let's be real about it. That is in your mind. The darkness of the world is in your mind. The darkness of the world is your mind. Well, be interested. Use your own eyes to see, use your own ears to hear. Don't be in a hurry, and don't be here as a way of trying to understand. Here we are practicing to not understand why it's like that, not understand why the world is like that, not understand why we ourselves are like that. By being willing to not understand the mind, you can see through all of the objects of the mind that you cling to and identify with. It's not easy to just come out of a dream and now be live streaming and exposed to all these people. You know what I mean? It was a very intense, kind of scary dream, shocking dream. Oh, the catalyst was realizing that material success did not give me what I wanted or what I needed, which was freedom. Freedom from suffering. That can't be 20 rupees, can it? Oh my goodness. D. Ren, thank you for the quarter. I'll pay you back next time I'm in India. I'll get you a chai. You know what's really good? Tulsi chai. Tulsi chai is delicious. It's wonderful. You'll know once you go to India, you'll find out what chai is. Yeah. Go ask around, Abhijit. Ask around. Sometimes you might have to, if you go to a real chai bolo or chai bala, you bring your own tulsi, and they'll make it for you. They'll set it up for you. The world is a vampire. So we have to be in the world, but not of the world. Well, Maura, Catherine, I'm a very generous person. So I share a lot of my energy and a lot of my time. You know, I'm more experienced than a lot of the people that are selling spiritual courses or coaching sessions or teaching mindfulness, and I do everything for free. So I just give and I give and I give, and then some people say, hey, I want to support this guy. I want to support this young man in this mission, in this journey, in this practice. And I say, that's A-okay with me. I really appreciate you. So we do. We get some donations. We get some people make commitment to support me in my life, actually. So I don't worry about money. Not just to love your family, not just to detach from your family, but to love everyone and to detach from everyone. No, it's boilerplate, black and white, stone cold, simple. Breathing in, here and now. Breathing out, here and now. Breathing in, here and now. Breathing out, here and now. Breathing in, here and now. Breathing out, here and now. Breathing in and here and now. Breathing out and here and now. And if you want some ism, use Buddhism. Use Chan Buddhism, use Zen Buddhism, use the teachings of Thich Nhat Hanh. And because we have a tendency to get involved in interesting and exciting things that may or not benefit us in any meaningful way. That's remarkable. It's a supercar, but it's just like a little normal car. There's truth in everything. There's beauty in everything. There's ugliness in everything. Light is there within darkness, but don't confuse it as darkness. Darkness is there within light, but don't confuse it as light. Not a joke, it's not a game. This is real life. In the here and now. Don't scheme. You want some advice? Don't scheme. What am I going to do next? How am I going to take advantage of this situation? How am I going to take advantage of that situation? Scheming makes your life into a living nightmare and makes you a living nightmare for the world. That ultimately this is a simulation. In terms of you and I and things and people and stories and places and situations. It's a simulation inside this computer, the brain computer. But it's all inclusive. So there's no inside and outside in it. If you give too much, then forgive. Forgive and detach. A Klein bottle of illusory truth. I don't know what that means, but it sounds good. I traveled all around the world as a Buddhist monk for 7 years. Yeah, I should. I should. But what really is enlightenment, you know, and what is this all about? There's no clear answer for that. It's poetry. It's the edge of a sword. But my life, but my worries, but my suffering, but my story, etc., etc. And a sword whoosh, cuts right through everything in the way of you having a body and dealing with those things. And sometimes the sword of life just falls down on you, whether you like it or not. Well, don't let you have to remember, the number one person who's taking advantage of you is you. The number one problem that you have in your life is your ego. The number one thing that manipulates you and influences you to be a certain way is your ego. Okay? That's why here, we're not here to talk about my problems. I'm just here to be a mirror for you, recognizing more clearly your problems or your afflictions or your suffering, and being the person that says, hey, let it go. Let it go, whatever it is. Let it be. Forgive it, period. No debate, no excuses. Don't try to define perfection. Don't try to define anything. Life is full enough of definitions and explanations and contrived, complicated thinking. There's enough of it. Why do we want more of it? You know what I mean? Like, there's enough toxicity, there's enough negativity inside of ourselves and in our own life. Is there not? So why are we so predisposed to generating more of that? If we really have a choice, you want to generate more of that? Yeah, that happened, or you experienced that. You can't change that. But ultimately, do you want to make more of that? Do you want to bring more anger, more greed, more delusion into the world and into yourself? People say, yeah, of course I do. Well, it's not all about you. Not all about you and your life and your identity. What about the people that you care about? What about the children? What about the people in need around you? So stop buying into this self-created illusion that you keep feeding and being controlled by and navigated by, and relax and release the whole body and mind right here and now. No, there's no global enlightenment, because there is no globe. But we may have aspiration, we might have an intention to help others that can be very big. We might have a vow to help others that can be very big. So that's good. Bigger than our ego, bigger than our desire, bigger than our fear, this vow, this intention to help, to share, to serve. I'm a YouTuber. No, I said I am a YouTuber. Yeah, I'm a YouTuber. Yeah. You want to say hello to the camera? Okay. But you got to be loud. What? Big one, big high. Yo. Your little brother you want to say hi? What? Yeah, YouTuber. Look, this is the cutest little boy in the world. Yeah, a YouTuber. Other low. What? You never thought you'd see a real YouTuber that looks like me, right? Okay, well you've done it. You've gone and done it. Good job, all right? You be good. You everything. You just be happy from now on, all right? No matter what. Relax. You be good. You be happy. Very cute, very sweet. Very good. You're supporting me, Deeran. You're supporting me, okay? I appreciate you. If you've been to India, you know a few rupees go a long way, so I don't take it lightly. I'm actually 0.02% Congolese. I'm 0.02% Congolese. But I'm not any percent Ashkenazi Jew. Not that that would be inherently right or wrong, but I'm certainly not here to promote the agenda of the Israeli state. I'm not a Zionist. I'm not a Zionist. I'm not a Zionist. I am not a disingenuous communist. I am not a disingenuous communist. I just said I'm 0.02% Congolese. Genetically, scientifically. There is enough conflict in the world, and there is enough incidental, unintentional conflict within yourself. So the last thing that you want to do is to be in conflict with yourself, because you are like the leader of yourself, or you are the leader of your body and mind. So never be in conflict with your body and mind, but know how to be with that in a deep and meaningful and mindful and kindful way. This is not about going out and exploring. Going out and exploring is for the Duchess of York after she graduates from Oxford. This is for mindfulness and detachment. This is for renunciation. This is for going to the slums of India and drowning in your own suffering and coming out on the other side. Okay? We're not talking about going around and exploring and having a good time, okay? Give. Give out. Give yourself. Give your idea. Give your contraction. Give your thinking out. Out, out, out. Give, give, give. And learn the art of being with. Learn the art of being with. Being with what is right now, instead of the identity that wants to get something in the future, or the identity that wants to fix something about this or change something about this. Let that go. Give out the dissolving of the boundary of the whole idea of within and without. Give it out, give it away. Totally. Stop trying to fix, stop trying to solve, stop trying to be the one who wins. Stop trying to be the one or be the, I'm the one that loses or whatever. Just give it out, just offer it out. That's better than not giving. My job is to give. My job is to offer. My job is to sacrifice and surrender this body and mind, concerned with enlightenment. So you might not be interested in enlightenment. So we don't have the same interests. We don't have the same ideas. We don't have the same perspectives. But for me, the enlightenment or the nibbana or the ending of suffering is the most important thing in the world. Well, if you give with a bad intention, then that's not really giving, is it? That's just you trying to do something bad, trying to cause harm. The principle of giving is in abandoning and renouncing and giving up and giving away that which you hold on to. That's a beautiful quote. I'm here to love and understand, not be loved and understood. That's a fantastic quote. The chosen one. My job is to be a giver. Oh, you're here now, Haas. Nothing to miss. There, nothing here, nothing about this is like about being stupid. So if your idea about what someone else is sharing to you, or any principle of how to go about life in a way that improves your life, is somehow about you being stupid, then you've already avoided your own problem. You've already seen through your own fault. So how I tell for people, if you are of very little means, then just give what you can. If you are middle class and you have more than what you need, then give more than what you would think is appropriate. If you are a wealthy person, good luck. Wealthy people have a tough time giving. Giving is the way to heaven. And if you don't know about giving, it's going to be very difficult to understand the principle of detachment. So you work with it in your own way. It's not that you have to do something. You don't have to do anything. That is the joy. That is the liberation. That is the freshness of this moment as it is. And the context that we practice together in. You don't have to do anything. Not just you don't have to give, you don't even have to see or hear or smell. You don't even have to have a body. So if your child is hungry and you're going around and giving money to buying a new purse or buying this or buying that, and also that's where we think that generosity is a kind of transaction where we get something back for it. So that's why we can't understand detachment, because we're not experienced enough with generosity to see that you can't control what you get back. You can't control the cause and effect in the way you want to, because you don't know it in the way you would like to know it. Why am I feeling this way today? You don't know. Just get up and go to work. Or get up and do the things that make your life wonderful, like going for a walk in the forest, alone, without your phone. Or tuning into the live stream, or what have you. No, the Buddhists don't say that. Nobody says that. Certainly they're not saying what you're saying. Just freedom, no you necessary. There's no you in freedom. So don't try to hold me back. Support me if you can. And once me is fairly supported, do your best to let go of me. Then you can meet the Buddha face to face. That's just an idea, Jacob, and that's not the actual idea that you think that you're referring to. So the problem here is clinging to an idea like that, and in general. The idea that you're referring to is that we all have Buddha nature, that we all have the enlightened nature. But there are those who realize it, and that there are those who don't. So I think it's Zen Master Linji, he says, 24 hours a day, all year, for all time, there is a real true person going in and out of your own face. But did you see it yet, or not? So that nature, that true nature is within everyone, anyone, all human beings. But all human beings don't recognize that true nature. Just like whatever suffering that you're going through, it can end, because the nature of everything is end. But there are those who realize that, and there are those who don't realize that, period. So everybody can eat macaroni and cheese, but not everybody gets to. That's just life. Life ain't fair, but we can try to be pillars of fairness in an unfair world, if that's one of our values, you know. And then we ask, what is fairness? What is it to be fair? Well, if you ask me, it's to be generous, to know how to be generous. There's nobody to begin with for there to be differences about. Anyway, don't get lost in the sauce of complicated thinking. If you want to make a sauce of complicated thinking, open up a recipe book. There's two ways to go about this. I was listening to Venerable Panavati, and anyone who's serious about these kinds of things, I recommend you to listen to Venerable Panavati from Heartwood Refuge. I find her teachings very digestible and wonderful. Venerable Panavati is an elder black woman and an elder American black monastic and spiritual teacher from South Carolina, I believe. And she's wonderful. And her YouTube channel is called Heartwood Refuge, her organization. She's been ordained in the Mahayana, the Theravada, and the Vajrayana. She's a wonderful source of information. If you want to go further along in the path of being a cook, if you want to go further along in the path of being a mechanic, if you want to go further along in the path of being a spiritual practitioner, you have two options. One is trial and error. You can try and error on your own, a lot. You can make a lot of bad meals and slowly figure it out, hopefully. And number two is that you can follow a teacher. You can listen to a teacher, someone who has more experience than you do, knows some recipes. It's not some big conspiracy theory about a cult or being manipulated or being controlled or whatever. The cult that you're in is the cult of your own ego. The manipulation that you're dealing with is the manipulation of believing and attaching to your own thoughts, your own desires, your own fears, etc. The cult of complacency and consumption. That's why if we find out that we have a brain tumor, or if we find out that we're going to die, or we wake up one day old, it's a holy messenger. And if you do really value these teachings and value this practice and value my time and energy, please do consider to make a donation when our live stream finishes or whenever, through PayPal or through YouTube or whatever. Please consider about that. Think about that. So many people will go to a Buddhist temple or a meditation center and they'll listen to teachings. Yes, Shelley, Venerable Panavati, and the name of the YouTube channel is Heartwood Refuge. She's really there's a richness in her and a soulfulness in her that's just fantastic. Someone who I consider a real spiritual teacher and a real teacher of the heart as well. And she's very supportive of me as well. She, after I disrobed and was traveling around for a while, Um, uh, I actually had a call. I had an Instagram, I think through Instagram or Zoom, we had a meeting together, and she really cares a lot. She's one of those people that really knows how to care, and I think that that's something that a lot of human beings and even spiritual teachers miss out on a lot, is how to care, you know? If I was to go back to America, I'd probably go there and visit her and stay at her in her community. You can't just say it's all games though, right? Because you live in a practical world. You live a practical life, don't you? Are you going to be able to say it's all games, right? When you defecate on yourself at the Walmart and the people come up to you and they say, you stink, what's going on? You need medical support? And you say, it's all just games though, right? Can you really say that? No. So know where to use the toilet. Know where to get fresh fruit. Know how to take care of yourself in a practical way. What you're talking about, Jacob, is like spiritual bypassing. So I don't want to give too much credence or heaviness of thoughts towards like spiritual bypassing, but we do have to be mindful of that. Because this is your life. This is your way right here and right now, and it's inclusive of everything. Yeah, you're making it into a game. You're shitting you're shitting in your own pants at Walmart as you walk around, and then somebody comes along and says, you know, you've shat on yourself, you've shat on the floor, and you say, you know, this is all just a game, right? And they say, look, I don't know what you're talking about. Do you need help? And then you sit down on the floor and you start chanting a mantra, but knowing the practicality is a game, but knowing the practicality is a game. You want to go to a mental institution? Are you going to be Zen in a mental institution when you're injected with Thorazine and surrounded by schizophrenics and bipolars, etc.? And now you're coping, but. There is no but. The only but is the butt that's covered in shit in Walmart. Okay? So you're not really like that. You're not really that guy, but we can pretend to be that guy. We can pretend to have that understanding. So this is not about holding up the relative against the absolute. This is to realize that the relative and the absolute inter-are. Okay? But. There's no buts. If you can let go all the way and you have like realization all the way, you don't have to justify it. There's no discussion, there's no debate, there's no pointing out the point. Yeah, that's better. Don't take your understanding too seriously. Whatever your understanding is, you have to detach from that. You have to be willing and able to detach from that. That identity of, oh, it's a little bit cold. Oh, I'm a little bit vulnerable. Oh, I'm a little bit spooked. Oh, I'm a little bit hungry. Oh, I'm a little bit tired. You have to dare to detach in the here and now. So sometimes they say it like, and yet. Or but, or and yet, right? So everything is just an illusion, and yet. I've shat my pants in Walmart. I hope people understand the analogy clearly, because it's actually not that, it's not that complicated, it's not that confusing. It's very simple. Life can sometimes be like an arm wrestling match. And so you grip up with somebody who's bigger and stronger and more skilled than you, and you try to talk to them about, but I thought about this, but what about Zen, but what about meditation, but what about Buddhism, but what about what the masters are really talking about? But all the while, boom, 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 boom. But you're so disassociated, you're so lost in spiritual bypassing that you don't know, you don't experience that your hand is being slammed to the pad, that you're losing again and again and again. that you're being transported to a mental institution as you repeat the mantra, but the real spiritual master said, but the real spiritual perspective, the real spiritual perspective. The way that it really is just like this. This is the way that it really is. So you do with that what you will. Not about being serious. Oh, I've got to be serious. Just don't shit yourself. Because that's probably not something you want to do. But the spiritual masters, they're not going to wipe your rear end. You're going to have to wipe your own rear end. You're not a child anymore. Step back. You are attached to those people being attached. That's why it's a problem. For me, and why I decided to choose the spiritual lifestyle is because I was successful in business life. You know, I was a successful carpenter's apprentice and living in Seattle and having a car and, you know, ripping dabs and having a great gaming computer and, you know, a good, healthy sexual relationship with a young woman. And, you know, frankly, I saw through the veil of that as this kind of promised land of living a meaningful life. And I had already had contact with Buddhism and meditation out of the desperation of needing help, of being lost in my own suffering. You know, I lived at a Zen Buddhist meditation center when I was 20 for a year. And so when I was 25 and living in Seattle and I got all this success for myself, I realized that that was not the kind of success that I actually wanted or needed. So I wanted and needed freedom. Freedom from suffering, freedom from attachment, freedom from seeking and desiring to build up my ego and to build up my material wealth. And that led me to abandoning and renouncing that life, originally living out of my 2017 Camry and meditating all the time and driving around the US, and then eventually moving to Thailand and ordaining and becoming a Buddhist monk in 2018 when I was 25. So then living 7 years of being a Buddhist monk brought me to this moment, and that being a fulfilling way to live. The clear way through is in the here and now. That's not about anything. That's not about thinking about things. That's not about our ideas or our preferences. That's not about a big cosmic shrug. That's not about breaking through. That's not about anything that's this or that. The alreadiness of freedom or the alreadiness of Nibbana has nothing to do with me or you. And this is like a journey. This is like a path. It's not something you make up in your mind or you decide, I want to have enlightenment today. It's a way that you approach and be with and step forward into life that's beyond your thoughts about it. You take this very sincerely, you give a lot to this, you get involved with this a lot, then you'll probably have something to say about it. Something that's meaningful, something that has an impact. Something that can bring benefit to others and yourself. But there are no others in yourself. Well, say that when you're hungry. Say that when you're thirsty. Say that when you're attaching to thoughts such as that thought. That there are no others and there is no self. Easy to talk the talk, difficult to walk the walk. That's just the way that it is. And it's not like that way according to our thoughts about it. That's just the way that it is. So if you're concerned with enlightenment and mindfulness and detachment and Zen and whatever, then you're welcome. That's what I'm concerned with too. But otherwise, keep it trucking in whatever you're going in the direction of, you know what I mean? I hope you'll have success in that. Yeah, Ghost Matrix, you need to, of course you don't need to do anything, but you know, in terms of what I have to say to you, you need to listen to Dharma teachers. You know, the Book of the Dead is just a book from a Dharma teacher. So if your practice is just listening to the Book of the Dead and you're not listening to these living, realized Dhamma teachers, Ajahn Sumedho, Ajahn Brahm, Thich Nhat Hanh, etc., 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 you're kind of arbitrarily missing out on path making. Because we're too attached to our own understanding, we're too attached to our own way of doing it. We kind of want to do it in our own way. And you can do that, you can try to do that, but you're going to miss out on all of these resources that just make plain sense. You want to learn how to meditate? Listen to guided meditations from people who've been doing it for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years as a monk. They don't have any, the only thing they get to do is meditate. That's the only option they have, so they got to be good at it. You can't fake 50 years of being a monk, being on the path like that. And that gives us the great blessing of detaching from and abandoning our own understanding. We don't have to think through it. We don't have to pretend to be the one who's going to be able to figure out the puzzle, because we become a part of a community of puzzle solvers that goes back thousands and thousands of years. You want to be a good mechanic? Listen to a great mechanic. Yes or no? And because we don't know how to give, we don't know how to practice generosity, we also don't know how to listen. We don't know how to put things into practice that are shared with us because our ego just won't get out of the way. We have forgotten how to allow our ego to get out of the way. So now, Ghost, you're talking about according to the Book of the Dead. You couldn't hear what I was talking about fully. You got to write those names down. Or maybe you did, or maybe you didn't. That's not the point. I just want you to have the best shot that you can have for continuing on path, Ghost. And if you aren't like that, a lot of people are like that.
We're so lost in our own thoughts and our own ego that we can't hear directly what someone is saying to us. We're just talking in our own mind. It's plain as day. Can I say it again? If you want to be a good carpenter, if you want to be a good mechanic, if you want to be a good meditator, if you want to be a good understander of true Buddha nature, etc., why would you not be listening to and practicing with people that are masters of that have been practicing and going down along the path that you're starting to go on, or have vaguely been going on for a short period of time, when they've been doing this for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, longer than you've even been alive? Why wouldn't you take it deeply seriously to want to listen to those people, to want to practice meditation with them, to want to receive that transmission of that experience? It doesn't make any sense. So you have to understand that your ego doesn't make as much sense as you think that it does. And the main reason that you think that your ego is so emboldened in golden light is because you live a privileged life. You live a life where you can get dopamine when you want it. You live a life when you can eat cheeseburgers when you want it. You live a life that's constantly bolstering up this small-minded ego that isn't actually getting you anywhere. And then you create this, justification of how the path is just some thought that you have, and that everything else is bullshit. And you don't realize that there are real meditation masters in the world. There are people with real wisdom in the world. Just like there are levels and degrees of MMA or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So this is a path just like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and MMA. It's not a path of philosophy, being a philosopher. Okay? Buddhism is not a philosophy. Yeah, there's no difference between you shitting yourself in Walmart, is there? So go and do it. Because you know about everything. Because you understand everything. It's just attachment disguised as experience. Oh, of course, I know everything about Buddhism and meditation. I know everything about enlightenment and the teaching of Zen and Chan because I thought about it a few times. Are you fucking crazy? Are you that Are you that much of a lunatic? I really thought about it. I really thought it through. You don't know what you're talking about. And your head is so far up your own ass that the simplest of analogies can't reach you. What is Zen? What is Chan? What is the path to enlightenment? It's a practice. It's a way. It's a realization. It's a deep and profound truth. Well, I can see that you're not here to learn and not here to participate and not here to practice, Jacob. You're just here to bullshit yourself. So go and bullshit yourself on your own time. And even if you're not the person who's on the hot end of this fire, listen closely also to what I'm saying. Because how often do we rely upon our own bullshit understanding that doesn't work instead of listening to a Dhamma talk or doing some kind of practice of generosity or helping others, etc. I know, but just because, see, that's called honesty. That's good, Ghost. But just because you're not ready to commit to that lifestyle, it doesn't mean you can't watch a YouTube video of someone who's much more experienced than you to help you on the path and to help you know how to meditate properly and correctly. You want to know the real reason why these guys are like this? Because they never had a mentor. They never had a teacher. They never had anybody talk to them. They never had anyone transfer direct experience to them. It saves you a lot of time and it saves you a lot of energy. There's way too much neglect for young people and young men and young women in the modern world. Way too much. That's also one of the reasons I try to be exceedingly accessible and available. Because even if they're not ready to, take this more seriously, at least they know what it feels like to get their ass kicked. unless they can completely and totally disassociate, which that's their, that's their prerogative too. If that's what they want to do, they can do that. I know just as much as a Buddhist monk who was practicing meditation seriously for 50 years and training and studying and exploring. Of course you do. How convenient. Because you had thought about it a little bit. And do I want Jacob to feel bad? Do I want to, that I'm superior to Jacob? I don't have any idea about that. It's like you have somebody, like if this was a mechanic live stream, if this was a live stream about being a mechanic, and then because there were people who were less experienced in being a mechanic, I thought that I was inherently better than them. It's got nothing to do with that. It's got nothing to do with that at all. I'm not better than anybody. My shit stinks just as bad as anybody else's does. And what, we want to come in here and talk about our shit? Leave that work to the toilet. Let it do its job. Flush it down. And Jacob, the Zen master Jacob, he says, I shit myself in Walmart all the time, and I follow the true spiritual teachings. Good on you, Jacob. Start up your own YouTube channel. Help some other people learn how to shit their pants. And I'm speaking from experience. I know what it's like to shit my pants. I know what it's like to shit my robe, my Buddhist monk's robe. On the streets of Myanmar, on the way to the temple in the middle of nowhere. It's for real though. I mean, it's not like it's complicated or there's some ego thing, like I'm gonna get something out of Jacob going and listening to a Dharma talk and taking his path more seriously, or that, there's something odd about me saying, wait a minute, look, there are levels to this stuff according to your commitment and your experience. You know what I mean? So you get more involved with it, you get more back from it, you learn and grow through it and from it. No, yeah, that's impossible. Is it impossible? I don't think so. Okay, should we eat some food, everybody? That's it here? Okay. What do you recommend? Is anything specifically delicious that you like?
Recommend you the golden sweet paste curry fried rice.
That
or
sounds
the orange king fried rice.
So let's get the shrimp.
Okay, sure.
And do you have some you can add on the side, some things like a chicken wing or...
The chicken wing, but you already order the chicken wing with fried rice, right?
But I eat a lot. I eat a lot, so...
And then you can try this,
This one?
our signature.
The king. Okay, I get the king.
Okay.
And let me get bitter melon omelet also.
Okay, sure.
And the bitter gourd also.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, you want the drinks?
I have some drink here.
Oh, okay, sure, no problem. Okay.
When we come in here scheming or disingenuous or looking for attention or something like that, the only person that we're cheating out is ourselves. The only person that's missing out is yourself. This is my practice and my life. This is what I do. So, you being disingenuous and then getting me to respond to you in some way, that doesn't mean anything. Because whatever I respond and whatever I share is not just for one person in particular. It's for anybody. It's for everybody. And then we say, ha ha, ha ha, I was joking. Who cares? Your life is your problem. I'm here to be a mirror for you to look at yourself more clearly and know yourself more clearly. And not for you in particular, but just to be a mirror. So, you saying, ha ha ha, I was disingenuous. Who cares? And it's not that you're disingenuous, it's that you don't know yourself. You've lost contact to the notion of authenticity. And because of that, you think that people who are genuine and who want to help you are disingenuous and don't have any interest or capacity to help you. And you think that people who are totally disingenuous and just want to scam you out of money or whatever are your best friends. Your best friend, Andrew Tate, your best friend, some random multi-level marketing scheme person. Oh, they really care about me. They're going to help me be an independent young man. I bet they are. They're going to remove you from your money and teach you how to be independent by seeing how foolish you are. So we don't do that here. I was disingenuous, but actually, I'm actually not disingenuous. Actually, I realized how stupid you are. You're just playing your own ego, your own fiddle. This is not about what people expect or what people take seriously, and then it just goes on and on and on with the ego games. Actually, I was hidden behind the scenes the whole time. I've actually been practicing to test your resolve. You ain't testing nothing. You don't know nothing about resolve. You're a pipsqueak. All right? You want to know about resolve? Come up here and grab a hold of this chicken wing right here. I'll show you what a real chicken feels like. You don't even know how to arm wrestle, Ghost Matrix. If you were here and you put on your arm on this table right now, you'd feel power. You'd feel power and you'd feel skill. You feel what it feels like to be linked up with a man. Truly, truly. Let's open up the golden tablet. Let me give you an illustration. People have eyes by which they can see all sorts of forms, like long and short, square and round, and so on. Then why do they not see themselves? Just perceiving forms, you cannot see your eyes even if you want to. Your mind is also like this. Its light shines perceptively throughout the 10 directions, encompassing all things. So why does it not know itself? Do you want to understand? Just discern the things perceived. You cannot see the mind itself. An ancient said, the knife does not cut itself. The finger does not touch itself. The mind does not know itself. The eye does not see itself. This is true reality. You people have been standing here for quite a while. Let's do a little bit of a W roll call. If you're here listening closely, if you're here participating, please put a W in the chat. We'll just have a little bit of a W roll call. We'll call out names for the people who are here. Abhijit, Donnie, Gabriel, Quigley. Pilot, News, welcome. Glad to have you all here. Some new faces. Anybody else? Aura, Shelley, Ghost, Carter, Natasha. That's great. We have a good group together. Seeing through. You people have been standing here for quite a while. Have you seen a single real teacher yet? Don't keep on standing there for nothing. I am only what I call a provisional elder. An ancient sage said apropos of this, just using provisional terminology to guide people, Buddha was an old Indian mendicant who did not trouble you to discriminate appearances and grasp forms. Discriminating between appearances, grasping at forms. What is Shakyamuni the Buddha? Who is Bodhidharma, the founder of Zen? Was there any Buddhism before the founder of Zen came here? How can you say there was none? If you say there was none, that is just self-deception. When Bodhidharma was facing a wall for 9 years, were there so many verbal teachings and public cases? To see through in this way is a very economical shortcut. When you had not come here, I had not seen you, and you had not seen me. If you do not see me, and I do not see you, how can there be discernment and clarification? If you can attain clarification, what else is the matter? So to clarify the mind of non-practical, complicated thinking going on and on and on, to clarify the mind of to realize awareness is liberation. Before the Buddha appeared in the world, it was thus. After the Buddha appeared in the world, it was also thus. And after the Buddha passed away, it was still thus. So thus means it's just like this. Consciousness is just like this. True reality is just like this, not some other way. If you arrive at this state of thusness, there is really nothing the matter at all. As you people go about your daily activities and take care of your needs as they arise, how can you say there is nothing the matter? Only those who have actually seen it can know it so. In ancient times, when Kashyapa the elder paid respects to the Buddha at the assembly on the spiritual peak, on seeing the vast crowd in a state of dignified composure, he had an insight and said, "This immense crowd here now is as if it had never been. You tell me, what does this mean? A while ago, you people were in your own places, where you didn't see so many people. Now that you're here, clearly you see a considerable number of people. How can you say they are as if they had never been?" In olden times, a certain old adept asked a seeker, "Where have you just come from?" The seeker replied, "The city." The adept said, "Where are you now?" The seeker said, "The mountains." The adept said, "I have a question to ask you. If you can answer, you may stay. If not, then leave. Now then, when you left the city was lacking you. When you came to the mountains had you extra. If you are absent in the city, the reality of mind is not universally omnipresent. If you are an extra in the mountains, then there is something outside of mind." The seeker had nothing to say. If you can comprehend this, as it is said, you will not fall into nihilism or eternalism. Your six sense faculties will be peaceful, and you will be tranquil and quiet, whether active or still. One mind unborn, myriad entanglements cease. One mind unborn, myriad entanglements cease. Otherwise, if you are not like this, you fall into nihilism or eternalism, depending on being or non-being. This is like running away from home. At this point, I really do not tell you to expend the slightest bit of effort. You will then get an understanding in this way. If you want to harmonize with this reality, making it so there is no gap, then you have already split away from it. When I contemplated this matter in the past, I used to think it would take 2 or 3 lifetimes to attain enlightenment. Later on, hearing that someone had an awakening or someone had an insight, I realized that people today can also become enlightened. At times, when it is possible to minimize involvements, study yourself clearly. This is very important. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. It's great timing. Thank you.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. May any living beings that have lost their life in terms and relationship to this meal, including the living beings of the rice, including the living beings of whatever form, may this food be a medicine, a reminder, and an encouragement to realize awareness, to attain liberation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. No question, no answer, just this, as it is. The 93 Society is the people who put all of the poop in your head. It's good. So to speak, so to see, so to hear, so to breathe, as it is. Yeah, you're welcome anytime. Well, we can say that, we go to another country and the food there, we can say it's weird, but that's the food of that country. So it's not weird, it's just weird to you. So the weirdness that you feel is the weirdness of holding on to preconceived ideas about how food should be or how people should be, etc. So don't colonize this body and mind. Let me be free, let me be who I am. I don't need your opinion. There's a lot of things we don't know about. There's a lot of newness, there's a lot of freshness in life, in each moment. Time. That's time. Did we beat the 10-minute mark? It's like we've become in a competition of who can be nastiest. You know what I mean? And people pretend, oh, I know about it, trust me, I know about it. Who are you? Why would I trust you? It's like we're in a competition. Who can be more nasty? Who can be more negative? Can I get a time check? How long did it take us for us to finish that meal? How much is it?
Total is 15.
Do you have the...
No.
Oh, okay, no problem.
We accept the cash on the
Yeah,
e-wallet.
yeah. Small business.
Yeah.
Great.
Do you want the receipt?
This much, right?
Oh,
That's it, huh?
okay.
One and done. No need receipt.
Only receipt.
I trust you. Okay. Bang bang jo bozubi jimbugubu Yom gam banjim be boy Abedo Jesu yo Jumbongo Jambang zuya Omajuru. If you want to do it, just do it. That's what they say. They say, don't talk about it, just do it. Whoa,
I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line. I find it very, very easy to be true. I find myself alone when each day's through. Yes, I'll admit that I'm a fool for you. Because you're mine, I walk the line. As sure as night is dark and day is light, I keep you on my mind both day and night. And happiness I've known proves that it's right. Because you're mine, I walk the line.
Who's gonna be like number 100? We're almost there.
You've got a way to keep me on your side. You give me cause for love that I can't hide. For you I know I'd even try to turn the tide. Because you're mine, I walk the line. a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line. I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. I focus on the pain, the only thing that's real. The needle bears a hole, the old familiar sting. Try to kill it all away, but I remember everything. What have I become? My sweetest friend. Everyone I know goes away in the end. And you could have it all. My empire of dirt. I will let you down. I will make you hurt. I wear this crown of thorns upon my liar's chair, full of broken thoughts, full of broken thoughts, full of broken thoughts. I cannot repair beneath the stains of time. The feelings disappear. You are someone else. I am still right here. What have I become? My sweetest friend. Everyone I know goes away in the end. And you could have it all. My empire, sir. I will let you down. I will make you hurt. If I could start again, a million miles away, I will keep myself. I would find a way.
As it is, as it has always been, in here and now. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani
Is it getting better?
Sure, Ronnie.
Or do you feel the same?
I feel good.
Will it make it easier on you now?
I hope so.
Got someone to blame.
No need, Johnny.
You said
One love, one life,
it's one beat in the night.
life,
One love. Could I share a song with you, Jabuz? I think you're really going to like this. No, this is the mantra of Bhagavad Gita. We don't have Mahakala here. But they do have Guru Rinpoche and Tantric Abilities mantra.
She's 50-50. She's on 50% love, you know. My dad, I loved him. He's on the 99 spectrum, you know, and you don't even want to know what I think. So I'm not even going to call out a number. And so that's we're constantly categorizing and placing people along the spectrum. And so it's said many times that the bodhisattva ideal of the Mahayanas and the Vajrayanas was not in Buddha's early teaching, but that's not true. It said in the Samyutta Nikaya and the Theravada teachings, which are considered the earliest teachings, he exhorted his disciples to go forth and preach the Dharma out of compassion for the world, for the good, the welfare, and the happiness of both human beings and devas. Okay, so he talked about devas and he talked about gods. He said, you know, there are these classifications of beings. We come up with the names. We call a dog, a cat, a cat. I mean, the dog didn't come up with the name dog. The cat didn't come up with the name cat. But we have. So we have now classified these beings. And the ones I can see, you can classify them. The ones I can't see, I don't see them. I don't know they exist. I can say they don't exist. That's why before we had certain technology, we didn't know why people were dying, you know, because we didn't see bacteria and viruses. It didn't mean it didn't exist. It just meant that we didn't see it. We didn't see it. And so we had the notion of we came up with some other reason why people must be dying. But as we begin to develop in our skill and our technology, then we begin to discover other things. And so that's how our understanding and our knowledge grow. Well, the Dharma is like that as well. It's a spiritual technology, a technology nevertheless. And so it operates by certain principles, certain rules that function. The first is causality, the law of cause and effect. Anyone who cannot who cannot agree that causality is a primary force in life, then you could basically say that the Buddhism is not the path for them. Now, I can believe in causality until it gets like too good. Like why does a little baby die and an old mean man live forever? I could, like when so something's not right about that, and my mind, because of my attachment and my views, will make me say, or why did that car hit my sister? What did she do to deserve that? So it's through that personal lens, you see, that we start to have difficulty because what happened, we don't like it. And he says, begin to untie or unravel this whole knot in the 12 links of dependent origination. The very first is avidya. Calls it ignorance. It doesn't mean dumb, stupid, anything like that. It just simply means not knowing the nature of things and not understanding how things come to be. And so because I didn't see in my way of seeing, I didn't see how the connection, I couldn't connect the dots. Then I say, then it just happened for no reason. It was just one of those things. But nothing is just one of those things. All conditions, show me any condition in life, in our real world, every day walking around, common sense even, like that where there is not causality at play. The present condition emerges based on a previous condition. A previous cause produces the present condition.
Just wait till I have my wig,
Is the first
Upward
part of
Studio.
our training. Is that if I don't like what's happening now, I should not invest all my time in belly aching and crying and being adverse to it. I should be using this time to create the causes for a condition that's different than this one, if I don't like this one. But if I miss that opportunity, then this condition continues by my response to it that's not beneficial, it's not fruitful, it's not useful. Now, that can sound like a little too cold. Where does grace come in and all of that, But
Listen, Upward, let's get real. Let's get real, Upward. Let's stop pretending. All right, Rhombus. That's too low effort, Rhombus. We love to have our trolls here. We love to have people that are, coming out here and giving it their best shot. But if you're just going to be lazy, then we're not going to go and make another account and try again in a better way, in a deeper way. Upward Studio, that's just a thought. That's just an idea in your mind. So you have to deal with that thought yourself. We can say there's no real. We can say that everything is a potato. We can say that, we're fully enlightened or we really get it or whatever. But usually what we're doing is just throwing around the shit from our own rear end. And if we're not doing that, we're just eating the shit from our own rear end. So knowing how to not do that and to find a place of authenticity and sincerity in the life of disassociating and in the life of being very selfish and self-fixated,
Because it's one thing to say that nothing is real. It's one thing to say that words, 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 words. But it's another thing entirely to actually realize awareness. So don't come in here to pretend to put your ego around. You're watching just like everybody else. You're not better than anybody else here, okay? Any ideas of superiority and inferiority means that you don't know non-duality 100%. Nobody's inferior, nobody's superior. And if you really were interested in non-duality, you'd come correct. And you'd really be wholehearted, not just coming here to BS. Not just coming here to mess around. And remember, everybody, we are all the leaves of one tree. We are all the leaves of one tree. The time has come for all to be as one. We are all the seeds of the earth. Hello. How are you doing? You okay? Good. How was your day today? You have a good day today?
So far, so good.
Yeah, me too. Stevie, I'm sorry you tried to call earlier. You have to make a WhatsApp account to be able to call. And it's pretty easy to make a WhatsApp account. You just download the app and then you use your phone number to set up the WhatsApp account.
because it is easy to follow Buddha, or it is easy to follow the Buddhism, but it is difficult to know about Buddha directly. It is difficult to know about Buddhism directly. So that's why we rely on a relationship with a teacher, or we do a lot of practice, a lot of trial and error to get closer and closer to the mind of the Buddha. Many of us, we are Westerner, so we are not easy to, we don't have the good condition to just follow the Buddha or believe in the Buddhism. So we have to choose to try very seriously to practice trial and error, or to connect, to find a teacher concerned with non-duality, concerned with nibbana, concerned with the ending of suffering. That's a beautiful music.
Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from America.
Huh?
I'm from America.
America.
But I was a Buddhist monk for 7 years.
In Pulau Pinang?
No, in Thailand, in Myanmar, in Sri Lanka, all over the world. But I noticed you have the statue of Luang Por, Ajahn.
You also know Long Paul
This one, I see him many times before, but
for drive. Safe for ride.
safe driving. Okay, here in this parking lot, you can turn in the right.
In here?
Yeah, this next parking lot, you can turn inside. Yeah, here. Yeah, it's like that.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Okay, bye-bye.
Good luck in your life and good luck in your safe driving.
Okay, bye-bye.
Sure, it's kind of like that, Jai. But we understand, like, the Buddha is the awareness itself, purified awareness, or the recognition of awareness itself. So we say, realize awareness, that is liberation. Doggo. Very nice doggo. And this doggo very nasty, very dirty, black one. So stinky, so dirty. But I just pet, you just pet a little bit and your hands stink really bad. Yeah, we can even do a little bit of a song that kind of helps us to remember. It goes like this. And it's the remembering, right? It's the awareness itself. Remembering awareness. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. Kush, kush, kush. What's inside of a Kit Kat bar is nothing but a break. So take a break. Don't think about it. All right. Thank you all so much for coming to join in our live sessions today. It's been a busy day with many deep and meaningful practices, sadhana, mindfulness and detachment, throat singing, and really opening up and opening out ourselves and our egos and being willing to face the underbelly of attachment to thoughts. So I invite you to remember who you really are, who you truly are, remembering the mantra to recognize awareness itself is liberation. To realize awareness itself is liberation. May all of us be happy. May all of us be peaceful. May all of us be kind. May all of our wishes be fulfilled. Sadhu. Sadhu. Sadhu.